Hello, everybody. My name is Safa Salahaldeen. I am a senior at Meredith College, majoring in interior design and minoring in studio art. I also serve as the vice president of the American Society of Interior Designers. Today, I'm going to be guiding you through my portfolio as well as highlighting my most recent project done in my Studio 4 class, which is a senior level interior design course. So I'm going to share my screen with you all. So here we land on my homepage, which is just my name and my logo. And we're going to click through View Portfolio. And here is where all my projects are listed with small visual icons to give previews into each project. You can also navigate through these projects through the drop-down link to your left here under Portfolio. So if we scroll all the way down, we have my most recent project. This project was a renovation of our near and dear Meredith College Beehive Cafe. I decided to rebrand it into the Mayor Bistro. I decided to call it the Mayor Bistro just because it was a play off of Mayor Co. And I felt it was a very familiar name that I would like to name this bistro. So the concept statement reads, a fresh and unique revamping of the Meredith College Beehive fuses nature and urban charm into a modern bistro. Simple elements of modern design align with nature's organic essence of greenery and earth tones that elevate student dining options on campus. Serving as a luxe dining experience for college-age students, Mayor Bistro induces a calming escape, both physically and mentally. So in this project, we were to conduct research to apply to our design scope. And my research focused on biophilic design. And biophilic design centers around the idea of incorporating nature in interior design and how having nature a part of our interior space can promote differing healing properties. And I believed as college age students would be using this space, that age demographic would really benefit from something that could really help produce a calming atmosphere and could really promote positive mental health. And I really wanted to incorporate nature inside. And I also, as a designer, I love nature aesthetically in my design. So it was just a perfect way for me to incorporate this into the revamping of the bistro. So the floor plan and the reflected ceiling plan you can see on the right. The floor plan, you can see some bar counter seating at the top and right. We also have some accessible counter heights as well. So anyone who is in a wheelchair can easily pull up to a counter and still accessibly eat. And we also have two top table seatings in the center, and just for anyone who's sitting individually or just with one other person or who might be studying and needs a bit of quiet. That's why it's separated from a larger table that you can see at the bottom for any group parties that might be more chatty. And then to the right, you have a reflected ceiling plan. You can see some linear lighting going across the ceiling. This kind of speaks to that modern aesthetic that I am trying to achieve. So if we go down, this is my furniture and finishes selections. Up on the back of the bar counter, I decided to highlight that wall with a Meredith map mural to promote a local feel in the space. I also decided to go for a organic textured wallpaper just to speak to that nature aesthetic that I'm bringing indoors. I'm also touching the space with lots of wood finishes and deciding to put a dark porcelain tile on the floor to make the space feel a little bit more grounded. Above that, we have a large pendant and some bar pendants to go across the space, as well as my chair selections and my table selections. On the bottom of this page, you can see some elevations. The one elevation on the left includes a branding wall that has moss flowing through the wall and a backlit Mayor Bistro sign to promote that branding as well as retouching on that nature feeling. And then on the right, you can see an elevation of the north elevation, and you can see the green foliage going across the roof, coming down on people sitting at the bar. I think that was a great place to make people feel really cozy and surrounded by nature, but never to feel really too overwhelming. And then if we come to here, my creative outlets section, here you can just touch on some of my artwork that I've done, which is another passion of mine, and I just wanted to showcase that in my portfolio. So feel free to look through there. And then my about me section is very briefly touching on me as a person and my background. And here is also where you can download my resume by clicking on this button right here. And you can also get in touch through my contact information, including my email and my phone number. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening.